Welcome to Innovation and Development Foundation. This is our office where we're designing our solutions for different government organizations, business organizations, or civil society institutions. The main purpose why we created this organization is that we really want to innovate in governance. We want to change the environment which are in different countries, especially in our region, and we really want to show that it's possible to challenge the status quo. For us, key principle is government and country should become a platform for citizens' development and not a service provider, which is really problematic for everyday life. Here are some projects which we have done. Gotovo, the public service hall in Ukraine, the public service hall in Georgia, and I was working on that project. And that was quite at that time in 2011 we received some awards like most innovative in public sector by UN and so on. Here is the 5D principle, the principles which we designed and established for our solutions. So all our solutions, all our project should be based on these 5 principles: deregulation, demonopolization, deconcentration, debureaucratization, and decentralization. And whenever we have the solution should be in line with all these 5 principles and not only with one of them. Here is our office, and our principle is that when we're offering and when we're asking government or our partners to be transparent, to be more accessible, it's really important to start from your own self. And that is why we build up this open space, transparent environment where we're innovating and where we're working on different projects. Here, for example, we have now 2 teams. One is working on e-auction, another one is working on prosecutor's office reform or anti-corruption bureau reform. So our projects are quite different from each other. It's not a one segment, just similar is the way how we are designing these innovations and how we are working on that. For example, e-auction is based now on blockchain system, which is really new technology, and I think that the blockchain is some kind of solution in order to really modernize the countries and to change the governance and to have the new way of governance in 21st century and in 4th industrial revolution, which is coming now in the entire world. Here is our big space where we have roundtables, presentations, different events which are done by very interesting teams, organizations, people who are involved in different reforms, in different solutions and ideas. For example, here we have the team now, a team of young people from who are establishing who are, let's say, a startup NGO organization, and here they are inviting different people to the initiative. So they are using our space as a co-working space. So we are offering our space, our office, to different interesting teams and groups to use as their own office. And quite often we're facilitating them, we're supporting them, we're doing some trainings for them, and because that's one of the missions for us, to have many mental partners in today's world. Here are some different directions which are in Innovation and Development Foundation: Reforms Tours, Reform Co-working Space, Solution Tours, Reforms Lab, Reforms Academy, Reforms Speaker. Each of them has their separate team, and they are working they are some kind of fulfilling each other, but they are working separately. For example, Solution Tour means that let's take an example. Government needed some reform in administrative services in Ukraine. So we brought the team to Georgia. We found that we examined the example of Georgia, and then together with team there we created the solution for Ukraine, which is now under implementation, and that is why we'll build up the new building, Gotovo. And in Ukraine we will open this year 15 new public service spaces in order to simplify the life for the citizens. So our young people who are now learning auction system, which is based on blockchain again, and we think that in future we will not need departments, ministries, so many bureaucracy, because we can move to peer-to-peer contact and connection, and we will not need anymore the things that we are doing. We're surrounded by almost 200 experts of different fields, and whenever we have some project, for example, in energy saving or in economy development, then we're inviting that people to our teams. But the solution designing process is similar for all the projects that we have. In fact, what we have done, we are using the design thinking methodology, innovation management approach, like in our everyday work that we are having here. So again, welcome to our office. We're always ready to cooperate with many different interesting people all around the world, and I hope that the new generation which is coming now will really change today's world and will become better and really interesting and nice for each citizen, each person who is living here. So I'm sure that we can transform the countries from service providers to the platforms, which will be really important for our future development. Thank you very much.